This is part 2 of why I'm in Arizona. If you haven't seen part 1, I will leave the link in the description below so that you can go back and watch it. Before I left for Phoenix, I ended up selling my car to CarMax. Now, I did end up buying this beautiful Kia Sportage, and I did not have time to pick up the plates. I only ended up getting a moving permit because I was missing a document, so I ended up having to go to Vegas. I ended up staying at the Silverton Casino, and as you can see, they've got a big variety of restaurants. They've even got Chinese food, Mexican food, Johnny Rockets, and they had a Starbucks. But this genuinely caught my attention. It was very family oriented. There were a lot of kids standing around and watching. They had mermaids swimming around. This aquarium was huge, and it was right next to a Bass Pro Shop that you could just walk right in. The artwork on the wall was beautiful. Now, I love doing acrylic pours, so these really caught my attention. So before I decide on dinner, I am going to go ahead and give you a quick tour of the room. I did end up getting a smaller room. It's just myself. So here we have a little closet with a safe, ironing board. Here's the bathroom. It's really pretty. It has like a little bit of a Western theme. And I'll show you. Here's a big large mirror. Look at the mirror. It actually had leather around it. You've got your waters, nice big TV, a comfortable bed. Oh my gosh, I melted into this bed. And that's the room tour. Really small, but very comfortable. And look at the pool. Oh my gosh, I wish I had more time, but I'm definitely going to make a trip with the kids out here. I did end up deciding to eat at Mikasa restaurant, and it was so good. I just wanted something comforting, relaxing. I knew I had to be at the DMV very early in the morning since I did not have an appointment, and it was kind of one of those like one-shot deals. So I'm just gonna get some dinner and pretty much go to bed. Finally got my plates and I am on my way back home. I did stop at Wickiup, Arizona to gas up, and this precious little beast wanted to jump into my car. My brother and I were in downtown Phoenix, and this was the first time I saw a self-driving car. We finally decided to stop and have some lunch, and this was the first time I had eaten at the Habit. Okay, so quick update. The first investor fell through, so now we're dealing with another one. So the house is almost sold, and I am praying that everything goes through. We'll know for sure everything is done on Friday. So either way, I am pretty much done working at the house and dealing with all these financial issues and things that needed to be resolved. So now I'm just going to spend some time. I'm going to head over to the Tanger outlets, which I have not been to, and then I'm also going to just kind of get myself ready for my trip back home. So let's just hang out and see what we can see. All right. Okay, so I had stopped for gas. I am going to look for somewhere to eat. We made it to Tanger Outlets, but I'm a little bit hungry, so before I get caught up walking around in and out of different stores, let's go find somewhere maybe different that I haven't eaten at. So like I said, I've never been here before, so I don't know what they have to offer. So let's look around and see what we can find. It seemed very quiet. There weren't a lot of people, but the shops had just started to open or had just opened. So in the meantime, I'm just gonna walk around, kind of give you a tour as to what you can find here. I was the only one here, so I pretty much got to sit wherever I wanted. The bar area was still closed, but they did have beautiful artwork. I did end up ordering tacos al pastor, which was delicious. I decided to get my car washed, and then this happened. The kayak racks got ripped off, and even though they said that it was a malfunction on their system because they could have shut it off, that I entered at my own risk.
So I have some more free time today, and I am actually going to see if I can find the Aldi store. We don't have one in Reno, and I checked and I didn't see anything in Sacramento, which would be the next closest. So being that I'm here in Phoenix, I'm gonna go check it out and see what the hype is. All right, come along. I would put the phone on the stand that I had on my dash, but with the heat here in Phoenix, it actually melted the adhesive right off. So I'll just start recording once I get there. All right. Okay, so Phoenix is having monsoon season, and my favorite part of monsoon season, other than some of the storms that come through, are the cloud formations. They are gorgeous.
I zoomed in as much as I can on the cloud formation. Oh, they're gorgeous. Now, I was able to prop the phone up on my dash, and I know it's not gonna last, so I'm just gonna quickly show you a little part of Phoenix. I absolutely love driving this little area because I love the way the freeways overlap each other.
Okay, so I made it to Aldi. I was just absolutely just loving the drive over here because the cloud formation is absolutely gorgeous. So anyway, I am just outside of Aldi, and let's go check it out and see what it's all about. I've been, like I said, seeing it all over the internet, and I've been dying to find one close by. So, all right, so let's see what we find inside.
So I'm just going to quickly show you little clips of items that kind of stood out. And what I can do is just create a different video just based on an Aldi review. But in the meantime, I'm just going to quickly show you some of these little clips of what I saw. Now this really caught my attention. I love drinking coffee, and I tend to order mine online through Amazon. It's a Peruvian organic coffee, but I thought this would be a great thing to have right on hand. I did happen to see some from Peru, and I'm thinking about buying it.
Okay, so I was in Aldi a little longer than I expected to be. I was actually got caught up on the phone talking to a friend, so which was great because we were catching up. So let me make sure I don't block the phone, but let me show you just a few items that I purchased. And this I'm wanting to try for sure. It is the sweet potato chips, which I love sweet potato chips. And then I also have this up, and I believe it's called Knoppers. Tell me if you've tried these before. They're like little chocolate wafer cookies. So I did end up picking up the peaches. So this was $1.90. which I thought was really good. And then the last thing I bought, which I'm just going to take home with me, is this chipotle spread. So we'll see what this is like. I'll do a video on this later, but it just looks really good. So I was really tempted. Anyway, those were just the few things that I purchased. I didn't buy too much. Like I said, I am getting ready to drive back home, so I really don't need to be stocking up on groceries here. But I did really enjoy this store. I thought it was very, very cool. I went ahead and opened these up before I take off, and they're so good. They're very thin, they're light, they're crispy, and they've got a great flavor. They're not too salty at all, and they're really, really good. So I'm gonna see if I can find these maybe at Sam's or something, but since we don't have an Aldi in Reno, but these are really, really good. I'm really enjoying them. Anyway,
Phoenix is known for a beautiful, colorful sky, especially their sunsets. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you a few pictures that I took.
Okay, so this is my last day here in Phoenix. I am going to be meeting up with a friend of mine for dinner. It's a childhood friend. I've seen him once, but we always try to meet up every time I come into town. So I am actually going to be leaving for very early in the morning to make my drive back home. So I'm excited to get back to life and my family, and I'm just ready. So anyway, I'm going to enjoy dinner. I don't know if I'm going to record everything or anything, and if I don't, then I will see you all next time.